Hey Bianca, it's Brody here from Pacific Toyota. Just here to give you a quick virtual tour on the lovely Isuzu Mux. Now, just before I do that, a little bit about us here in Cairns. So, as I mentioned to you, we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. We do have 2 used vehicle yards. This one where I'm standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. Another one about 2 kilometres down our main road at 77 Mulgrave Road. Obviously, across the road from our first dealership here, we do also have Toyota and Lexus brand new vehicles, and we also have Toyota and Lexus parts and service centre just there as well. But without going too much further into us, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour of the lovely Mux. So what I want to do is basically give you an exact idea of the condition of the car. So I'll start off through the bonnet here for you. Coming straight through, all nice and clean, just a little bit of dirt on there. Otherwise, no stone chips or anything so far. Again, just a little bit of dirt. If there are any little sort of nicks, scratches, anything like that, I can have those brush touched for you as well. But the bonnet's all nice and clean through there. Same as the front right-hand guard here for you. As you can see, it looks like it's got near new tyres on there on the front. And no gutter rash or anything on the wheels there. Genuinely Isuzu wheels as well. And as you can see under the underbody, it's all nice and clean, and give you a good look at the chassis there and everything through there as well. Coming through the front bar, now the MUXs do have a nice front grille on them, so going through that one for you now. It's all nice and clean, no stone chips or anything like that I can really point out for you. Same as the front left-hand guard, that's extremely clean as well. Alright, obviously heaps of tread in the front left-hand tyre, and no gutter rash or anything on that wheel either. And give you a good look under there too. It's all nice and tidy. All right, coming through the windscreen, I do apologise, it's a little bit dirty, but there is no big chips, scratches or anything like that in the windscreen there. All right, jumping up onto the roof of the car now for you. All right, no dents, scratches, anything like that either. So every car that we do sell comes with a clear history report that says the car's never been written off, never been stolen, and doesn't owe anyone any money either. So coming down this front left-hand side, going through the front passenger door here. It's all nice and clean. It's just a bit of dirt on there. Otherwise, no stone chips or anything on that door. Same thing on this one. There's a couple of little just seeds on there, but they obviously just come off with a detail. There is a tiny little stone chip there next to my finger. Now, that's what I was talking about. If anything like that concerns you, I can have that just brush touch with a little bit of white paint as well. Coming up through the top here and then back through the back. All nice and tidy. Your fuel cap's on your left-hand side. Now, there has been a little bit of a brush touch done just here, so must have been a bit of a stone chip or something on there that they've just touched up with that little bit of white paint, like I mentioned. All right, heaps of tread in the back tyre as well, and no gutter rash or anything through that one either. And again, just to give you a good idea of the underbody in this car, it's nice and clean. Has got a full-size spare tyre under there as well, full tread as well, so it's not going to be something you're going to be having to spend money on after the fact of the purchase. Coming through the rear bar, you do have your rear parking sensors that if you do get too close to anything, they'll start beeping for you just to give you a bit of awareness. There has been a couple of light little brush touches done there as well, and as you can see, it blends right in. You can't really tell from a distance until I obviously point them out for you. The rest of that rear bar is all nice and clean. So coming through the rear door now, really tidy through here. A couple of very minor little stone chips just under that Isuzu badge there. You obviously have your MUX and your 3.0 TD badge on there as well. And opening the boot here, held up by obviously these struts. And it's nice and clean on the interior here as well. So you get a little bit extra storage space under there. Obviously your spare tyres underneath, and these two rear seats here, they just fold straight down. So obviously if you want them up, you still get the access of having those 7 chairs that they obviously do recline a bit further as well. But obviously if you're only using the 5 chairs at one time, these do fold straight flat. So then you do get the space of a 5 chair in the back here as well if you do need it. Obviously a couple of very tiny little marks and stuff on the interior, obviously maybe from children sitting in the back or something like that, but again, nothing major, but I did just want to point that out for you. Coming in the right hand side of the car for you now, it's all nice and clean through there. Coming to the last wheel, again, all 4 tyres all nice and clean. The car does already have a roadworthy on it, and then underneath here, a little bit of dirt, but obviously that can be cleaned off as well. So otherwise, all nice and clean. So all 4 tyres all good. And then coming through the rest of the paint, but looks like this car's in really good condition. So coming back through the last 2 doors of the car, as you can see there, really clean. There's no stone chips or anything. to really point out. So overall, really good car outside. Jumping into the interior now for you. Through this back left door, back right door. Need to get my left and rights right. Coming through here, a little bit of dirt just in there. Obviously we will have that vacuumed again for you, but otherwise all nice and clean. Obviously people do jump in these if they do get test drive and stuff like that, so it might be a little bit of dirt, but we'll obviously have the car clean before you take it. Otherwise all nice and clean there. It does have a couple of USB points in the back for you as well. Otherwise the two back seats of the front seats are really clean. All right, jumping into the driver's door card here now for you. Does have your mirror and window controls there. All nice and clean throughout. Coming in the driver's floor, all nice and tidy again, just does need a bit of a vacuum. Otherwise the driver and the passenger seat, they're all nice and clean as well. Same as the carpet floor all round. All right, now we'll jump into the car and give you a bit of a rundown through the a couple of